and he had one of his workers that got beat up and shot, stabbed, the whole nine. He gets to the hospital, and the young lady is laying in the hospital bed just saying, "Oh, baby, I'm going to get back on them streets. I'm going to get that money for you, baby. Don't worry about me. I'm all right. I just want to get up out this bed and make this money for you." And the mom is sitting right there and looking at Pimp and Ken. It's like, "What have you done to my baby?" And just later on, he talks about the percentage of the cut. He's like, "Well, how much do you give your employees? 10%, 5%? It's like, "Hell no, I don't give them nothing. That's my money. I'll give them some chicken. I'll give them a bucket of chicken." And but no, that's all about the game right there. You know, just, I guess, psychologically raping you.
And I found that with women. I didn't know why in high school. I wasn't mean to women, but I didn't care because I was just out of my mind on testosterone, and growing up, and that's why the bad guys always get the girls. But society, now that men have been feminized, that's how this works. When those locals running that town go, "We're going to have a felon run things," hell yeah, no problem with it. That is just exercising power over us, and that's what government's doing. It's consciously breaking our back. And I watch these people. I watch the troops as they die of the vaccines, as they get ripped off, as they got to pay for their own health care. They're just like, "I just appreciate the government. I just worship the government." And it's a broken back, capitulated, totally broken. It's a broken society who want to be lied to. They want to feed their kids melamine. They want to take shots. They want their kids to be retarded. They want to be lied to. They want to be scammed and gamed. And they love to worship the military and worship cops and worship all of this. It's just sick.
Yeah, it's almost as like people get the okie doke pulled on them so many times that they're dizzy. They're just dizzy from the okie dokes, and now they'll take whatever is given to them. They'll just go along. It's the herd mentality.
And translate okie doke, the scam.
Yeah, it's the dipsy doo dungaroo. You know what I mean? The total flipped of the script. And
they're crunking.
Yeah. They just get so crunkenized. They're, preoccupied with your fantasy football team.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that they'll all smile, and I saw this in Hardin, and get like a little demon look in their eyes, and like go, "It's mine. I like being conned." And I don't understand. It's like, "Hey, you're being conned." I'm like, I like it because it's like yuppies. You'll go, "Hey, Trans-Texas Corridor is foreign owned. It's taking over. It's a scam. We pay to be their slave." Or, "Hey, 23.7 trillion, we pay interest on the money we give the banks." And yuppies will like giggle and go, "I got a Mercedes." It's like, whoo, I like it. And it's like, don't you, man, I'm telling you, we're in trouble.
Man, it's almost as if I've said this before, but when you work out and you get sore, or if you play when you're a kid, you play football or whatever sport, and you're sore, you're beaten up afterwards, and for whatever reason, that next day, it hurts, but it feels good. And it's like that's what's going on. People just getting beat up and, having to play the game, and they don't even understand that they're beaten down and sore, and for whatever reason.
Exactly, but, they revel in being scammed. Yeah. They love it. All right, good job, Hartman. I appreciate you coming in. No, ladies and gentlemen, this is the pimp game. And now, again, locals that were awake, they were upset about what had happened. They understood the scam. Their eyes were alive. They had very sad concern. But then you had all the fat cats. And folks, a fat cat was somebody that owned, a dry cleaners, or somebody that owned a tiny restaurant. And they would just strut around and tell you, "I'm pretty important in this town, and I like American police force." And I go, "You don't care he's a felon?" They go, "No, I like it." And I would just be going, and they'd like, "Now why don't you get the hell out of here, foreigner?" And I'm like, "But he's the foreigner running a scam on you. You want him running around locking up locals in the private jail?" They're like, "Yeah, I do."